Okay, you guys, what is up? The King of Lightning is here today to do a Bleach discussion video. Now, as you can see by the title, this video is about the five war potentials that Yhwach has stated, or the Quincy's have stated, ever since this arc has been unfolding. So, the 5 war potentials. We know of 3 so far. Right? We know Ichigo Kurosaki, Kenpachi Zaraki, and Aizen Usulsuke. Now, what I'm going to do here is that there was actually a post given to me, and this is where this discussion video stems from. It's from a post that I got from an individual on my Facebook fan page by the name of Haley. And of course, I will not give you your last name because some of these dudes are straight the fuck up thirsty, like straight up antelopes in the watering hole, haven't seen water for days, thirsty, like no. All right, listen, Haley, end the story. And what I'm gonna do here, and she has a long post, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna read the post, and I'm actually gonna put the post on the video, and also what I will do is that I'm going to read something from the Bleach Wikia about the 5 war potentials. And I want to also put that on the video for you guys to see as I read along. So, here we go. I'm going to read it. Oh my god, I can't see the words. I'm going to read what she said, and then we'll go from there. So, hey King, just wanted to share something that I have been thinking about for a while concerning the 5 war potentials and the Zero Division in Bleach. Not sure if this may have crossed your mind, but I haven't heard you mention it before, and the same for others as well. So here we go. Joker. At the time it was mentioned by Yhwach about the 5 war potentials, I didn't think much about the number of them, but looking back, why 5? Considering the amount of powerful characters in the series, there can be more than 5 candidates. But then comes the Zero Division, 5 members. Yhwach wants these war potentials to join him. So this is what I think might happen. After successfully getting these 5 to turn to his side after revealing the truth or his plan, the war potentials will need some big reason to turn sides. I believe these 5 people will fight against the Zero Division. Fascinating. The Zero Squad will not fight in this war unless the Soul King is threatened. So since Yhwach has these 5 potentials, he will proceed to attack the Soul King. Once he acquires a means of getting up to the palace. Once there, he will leave these 5 war potentials to fight one-on-one with the Zero Division. As this happens, since the Zero Squad will be occupied and unable to protect the king for a certain amount of time, Yhwach will use this open window to head straight for the Soul King. As for who the 5 war potentials are, Ichigo, of course. Aizen turned the offer down, but when he returns, he may change his mind or be forced to. Kenpachi, even though briefly fake Yhwach said he wasn't worthy / didn't live up to being one, since he has regained his full / true power now, I think he is still a potential. As for the other 2, I can only guess. Since this arc is centered on the Quincy, and as each arc is about one of Ichigo's friends, maybe Uryu is a potential. This would show he has some big importance in this war, and after drinking some of Yhwach's blood, he will begin to awaken his true power. Yhwach even appointed Uryu as his successor, so he must be very powerful to acquire that position. As for the final member, I had originally thought it would be a Zero Division member, Ichibe, the guy with the beads, as he gives off the same sense he is the strongest out of them all. The guy with the beads, as he gives off the sense he is the strongest out of them all. Right. But considering my theory, it wouldn't fit. So this final potential could be anyone. If I had to pick, then Urahara, which I doubt, but alright, then Urahara is the first that comes to mind. There is a lot we don't know about him, his true strength, even what his Bankai really is / does, so he could end up being a candidate. Sorry for the long post, I would like to hear your thoughts about this, thank you. Okay, so, that is what Haley had written down, and what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to read what the Bleach Wiki says about the war potentials, or as they call them, the what do they call them? They call them the something. Yeah, the special war powers. There we go. So right here, and here we go. In their war with society, the Vanden Reach have placed particular emphasis on 5 so-called special war powers, who they believe will play a pivotal role in deciding the ultimate outcome of the war itself. These powers are important enough that the temporary detainment of just one prompted the Vanden Reach to begin the invasion of society, meaning when Ichigo, when he was detained in Hueco Mundo, the Vanden Reach said, "Oh shit, Ichigo, he's detained. Let's go. Let's attack society." That's what they're talking about. Due to their guaranteed absence, Sosuke Aizen was asked to join the Vanden Reach as one of the special war powers, but he turned down the offer. Captain Commander Genyusai Shingekui Yamamoto was not considered to be a special war power because Yuha, with a YHW, Yuha considered him weak compared to 1,000 years ago, which I really doubt because he gained more Bankai powers. Regardless, those known to be classified as special war powers are Kenpachi Sasaki, Ichigo Kurosaki, and Sosuke Aizen. Now, here we go. Okay, like the third time. When it comes to the war potential of Bleach, I believe Uryu is one. I believe that wholeheartedly. Oh, absolutely, absolutely. But I can also see his father, Ryuken, being a war potential. I really can't think about it. Ryuken is, at this point in time in the story, miscellaneous. He's in the background, even though we had a flashback of Ishin and Ryuken and Misaki. You would think that Ryuken would be more relevant in the story, but he's not, and that's shocking. That, to me, I think is very surprising. Ryuken must still have some resentment for the Shinigami for doing what they did to his would-be wife. So, Ryuken, I think, is, or yeah, I do. Urahara, no. No, honestly, I don't see any Shinigami. I'll be honest. At this point in time, I don't see any Shinigami being a quote-unquote war potential. There's already 3. Ichigo, Kenpachi, Aizen. And then there has to be 2 more war potentials. I think it's Uryu and his father Ryuken. Now, but then that's my take on that. I could be dead wrong. Only Kubo knows. Now, when it comes to the other stuff that was mentioned in not only the post but also on the wiki. First of all, them fighting against the Royal Court Guard Squad. Ichigo is training with them. So, what could Yuha possibly do? Or anyone that is a part of the Vanden Reach possibly do to alter Ichigo's mindset to where he decides to attack the people who are training him? Mind control? I mean, maybe there's a Quincy who has the powers to mind control someone. Maybe there's a Quincy who can like control people. Like there's one Quincy that we saw who looks like a monkey. Maybe he can like control people, and like he can control Kenpachi and Ichigo and Aizen. And to do his bidding. The same may go for Ryuken if in fact he is a war potential. But Uryu, he's with them. He's with them. He's like, yeah, I'm with you guys. We're gonna go. So, but it is actually a very fascinating thought. It really is. To have the 5 war potentials duke it out with the 5 Royal Court Guard Squad members and make the path open for the Spirit King. But remember, there is one problem I think with their thesis, with your theory, Haley, and anyone who thinks along the same lines. Remember how Aizen had to do the whole spirit soul key thing in order to get to the Spirit Palace? Yeah. You You see that? You see, that's a problem, alright? Because the whole Oaken, the King's Key, does you have a King's Key? Or like, because you know how the King's Key, it's in the heart of hearts, that bullshit. So it's in their bones. Don't know. I have no idea. But what I think, what I believe, is if Yuha could get there, because Ichigo got there only because of the fact that he was hitching a ride up there with the Royal Court Guard squad. He was going there. He was going with them. Therefore, he had leeway. So let's just say hypothetically that at some point, I don't see the Royal Guard leaving the Serite. I mean, the Royal Palace. I just don't. I think that they're gonna send Ichigo down there once they're gonna send Ichigo, Byakuya, Rukia, and Renji once they're done training. And that's what I believe, to be honest. So there would be no way for Yuha Bach to go up there unless he makes an Oaken, a King's Key, a Spirit Key, whatever you want to call it. So unless he can pull like some shadow thing like he did before, and like he has like a shadow portal in the Royal Palace, then that'd be some crazy shit. But again, I don't know. But that would be cool to see like Kenpachi fight against like Kenpachi, Ichigo, and the others like betray. Well, Aizen wouldn't betray them per se, and they actually fight against the Royal Court Guard squad. That'd be actually really, really, really cool to see. So, I mean, I can't really make that many deductions on this because everything is so vague at this point in time. We don't really know what's going on with the 5 war potentials. We don't know what categorizes people as being a war potential. But at the same time, we can say is that the Spirit King is probably Yuha's target. Let's be honest here. If Yuha wants to truly have his plan be successful, you eliminate the Spirit King and the Royal Court Guard squad, you're good. So I'm pretty sure his plan, just like Aizen's plan was, is in fact the Spirit King. I'm pretty sure it is. He may have, did he say it? I don't know. If he actually already said it, then good on me. But it's just that if he hasn't said it yet, then that's what I believe. I believe that his plan, his ultimate goal, is to kill or take the place of the Soul King, Spirit King. So, but that being said, I mean, I can't really say anything else on that. I really can't. But give me your thoughts on that, people. What do you think about the Bleach and the 5 war potentials, and what the outcome is, and who they are, and how will Yuha and the other Quincy's be able to alter their psyches to go in their favor? Or maybe the 5 war potentials are just to be monitored, because maybe the attempt is to try and get them to join their side, the Quincy's. But at the end of the day, they're just major threats to the Quincy's. Even though Yuha wants them to join his army, maybe the end goal here is just to monitor them because they are the Quincy's biggest threats. Aizen, Ichigo, Kenpachi, and then the others. So, I mean, that's my take on that. But we don't know exactly. So, give me your thoughts in the comment section down below. And I'll leave it at that. So, King Lightning, be sure, of course, rate, comment, and subscribe as always. And thank you, Haley, for giving me a topic for a Bleach discussion video. I was a little bit dry on that. I was a bit thirsty on that one. Like, whoa. The thirst was strong, so I'm done. Peace. Have a nice day.